All right, guys, today I wanted to talk about kind of how Whole Health Club developed and why we are a one-stop shop where everybody can come in and not only get fitness in a lot of different capacities, but also get nutrition work, also get cooking classes, and also get the accountability piece that I think is vitally important. Now, it kind of stemmed, I wore this shirt for a reason. It kind of stemmed from my experience and actually Paige's experience playing college sports. And now after really thinking about it and really going through it, I realized before we started Whole Health Club, I was already integrating this within my own training. And so it was a natural progression to include it when we started the facility. So basically what we realized is at Michigan State, right, you come in as a freshman, you're told exactly when to show up, you're told exactly what to do with your workout to get the result that you want, right, or that the team needs at the time. You're told what to do with nutrition. You sit down with the nutritionist, you talk that out. Again, it's outcome based, right? So you sit there and you're like, okay, this is the position I play, this is about the weight I need to be, this is the speed I need to be, what's the proper diet for me? Then you have the accountability piece. Now in college sports, the accountability piece is you're going to be pushing the sled at 5 if you don't do this, right? So if you're not pushing yourself, if you're not showing up on time, if you're not watching film, if you're not doing all of these things, there's going to be a punishment. Now, we go with a little different route of accountability, a little more tough love, not just tough. But yeah, so for 4 years, that's what we did, right? Sat there, got told what to do, got told how to do it, got told when to show up, all of that. Then all of a sudden I got done and I started working a normal job, right? Actually wasn't a normal job. I was a strength, which is long, long, long hours. Yes, you're in a weight room all day, but think about standing there for 12 plus hours almost every single day. It gets old, you don't work out as much, and nobody's yelling at you if you don't, right? So very, very quickly I realized there was such a benefit to me having that level of execution from somebody who truly cared about my outcome. Now, whatever their motivation was, whether it made me a better player so it helped the team more, they truly cared about my outcome. And that is where kind of Whole Health Club in its entirety was birthed from, is we want to be outcome based. We want to be a fun place to work out, don't get me wrong, but there are tons of fun places to work out. Right? You can get an energetic, fun, cool community, all of that. But we want to be outcome-based, and outcome-based doesn't just mean weight loss, right? Weight loss can be a beautiful side effect of living healthy, but it is not the end-all, be-all. And so what we decided was we needed an aspect of fitness because, of course, we're fitness junkies. We love it as an ownership team, Paige and I especially. Like, we work out every single day in some capacity, albeit yoga, fitness, weightlifting, calisthenics, whatever. We are working out all of the time. So we love that piece, and we understand that that is a huge component to a healthy lifestyle. But it is not the end-all, be-all. And that's where nutrition comes in as kind of the second pillar of this, right? Now, when it comes to nutrition, it can be very hard, especially in a society that doesn't promote the healthiest foods across the board, right? You turn on a commercial, it's not usually, broccoli coming on there. It's not usually pho coming on there. It's typically less healthy foods that are fast food and things like that because they have the big advertising budgets. So it makes it hard, right? It makes it challenging. So we want to sift through the information for people, right? And we want to provide that to everybody. Now, from there, it's how do you actually prepare that food to taste good, right? Because it's one thing for me to tell you that you need to eat this and you need to eat that and you need to have a couple servings of beans and vegetables and this, but maybe I don't think I like that food. Okay? Well, let's show you. Let's actually come in as part of your membership and show you how to prepare that food. Now, ultimately, it'd be great if we could be as high-end as the LeBron Jameses and the Oprahs and have your own chef, right? Awesome. But that's not feasible for everybody. So the best that we can do to keep the cost at something that's actually feasible and will still drive results is come in and learn how to cook. Learn about plant-based nutrition and why it can be beneficial for more than just weight loss. Because again, weight loss is a beautiful side effect of eating less calories than you're outputting. But it is not a determinant of are you completely healthy or not. It is a piece to the puzzle. So we actually brought the kitchen on site because we wanted to make sure people understood how to prepare food, not waste their time in the kitchen, right? Because it's easy to sit there and be like, well, it took me 45 minutes to chop up cauliflower. Well, let's teach you a more efficient way. Or my biggest thing still is I have a hard time cutting onions. Well, Kayla works with me pretty consistently on, hey, cut this way and it'll get done really quick. Sure enough, I'm getting better and better at it. So it is a skill just like anything else, and we want to teach people how to do that so they gain their time back. And then the last piece of the puzzle is the accountability piece and having your coach, right? And for me, that was huge in college and even beyond. I hired my own coaches because, one, programming for yourself can be hard, time consuming, and challenging. Two, is my program actually working towards the goal that I want, right? Or am I buying somebody that may be a program for somebody who's really knowledgeable, but they don't necessarily produce the outcome that I'm looking for? And as my path changes, can somebody be dynamic enough to change with me? And that holds true for me because I love heavy lifting, but I also love calisthenics, and I also love yoga, and I also love HIIT style training, so I'm getting my heart rate up. I also love different aspects of cardio. So I bounce around between all of these, and I need a program that's going to fit together, that feeds that passion of, I want something different. I want something slightly different. Now here's my outcome. Now here's my new goal. Now here's what I want to accomplish here, right? I had the goal of hitting over 80 pull-ups. It took me about 8 months of changing my training completely to get there, right? The reason was I hit, a little bit over 70, and I was like, 80 feels like I could make it happen, but it still took me a significant amount of time to get, about 9 extra pull-ups once you're getting to those high reps. Either way, I digress. It is hugely important that you have somebody in your corner that's helping you develop this as your goals change, as life gets in the way, when work gets really busy. How do I navigate this? And the funny part is that I find is that people with the most assets to be able to dedicate to this use it, right? I've read stories that LeBron James spends over $1 million on his health every year. Now, that's a pretty small portion of his salary, but you can see in the outcome, he's very rarely injured. He's playing a sport beyond the age that most people can play at a very high level. Look at movie stars getting ready for roles. None of them go and do these things by themselves. They all go hire a person to help them do this because it's not in their wheelhouse and it's not their expertise. So they have the means to go hire the best of the best of the best. Like I was saying, Oprah has a chef, a personal trainer. I'm sure she has a life coach, mentor, somebody that helps coach her through stressful times and all of that, right? That's where we as Whole Health Club are trying to bring this across to, this is an affordable thing where we can help you manage stress. We can help you get the outcome you want. We can help you implement health into your current life, not break your life saying, well, you need to stop everything you're doing and focus completely on fitness, nutrition, and this. It's how can we plug health into your life